Hey everyone, my name's Solteki and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you haven't been here before. Now today we're going to go over everything you need to know to pre-farm for Lingsha. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing her name properly, I'm very bad at pronunciations. Now because she's coming in 2.5, I want to give a disclaimer that some things could change. It probably won't. The videos have been pretty accurate in the past, so don't worry about it too much, just things could change, keep that in mind. And we're also super close to 500 subscribers at the time of recording this. We might have hit it by the time you're watching it, hopefully. But if you do want to help out, if the video is helpful and you like my content, then a like and subscribe would be very appreciated. So first we're going to go over her Ascension materials, then her Trace materials, probably her Light Cone, and then go over some relics and team compositions. For the Stagnant Shadow drops, you're going to need 65 of the Raging Hearts. Now you can get these from the Do Light Pavilion Stagnant Shadow. You're also going to need 308,000 credits. And finally, for her Ascension materials, you're also going to need to use the Immortal stuff, so the Immortal Onett, Arrow Blossom, and Lumen Twig. You can get these from a few places, mainly the Golden Calyxes, but you can, synthesize if you have other materials. Now you're going to need 15 of the Cyanets, 15 of the Arrow Blossom, and 15 of the Lumen Twig. Now I'm going to put up a table that shows everything you need for each level. Say if you only want to get her to level 70 and not level 80, then, you can disregard the last column. But this is everything that you need to get her to max level. This is from a site called Eurogamer.net. I'll leave a link in the description because it's where I get a lot of my resources when I make these videos. But let's move on to the trace materials now. So this is presuming that you're maxing out her traces. You're going to need 3 million credits, first of all. This also uses the Immortal stuff. You're going to need 41 of the Cyanet, 56 of the Arrow Blossom, and 58 of the Lumen Twig. And from the Crimson Calyx in the Fiextrol Garden, I think it's pronounced, you're going to need 65 Nourishing Honey and 139 Myriad Fruit. For her Echo of War, it is probably going to be a new drop that hasn't been released yet. So I wouldn't worry about pre-farming that too much. I'll let you know if that information changes. Of course, you'll need 8 Tracks of Destiny. And the final thing you'll need is 18 of the Alien Tree Seeds, which you also get from the Fiextrol Garden. So you'll get them at the same time as the Nourishing Honey and Myriad Fruit. I don't have a table this time, but this is everything again on screen now that you need. You can pause it, come back to it later, whatever you want, but that is everything for the trace materials. Now, because of how early it is, we really don't know anything about Lingsha's Light Cone. If you are looking to get it, normally it uses the same materials, so it will, most likely use the Immortal Cyanets if you want to get some of that. And from her kit, it's looking like Lingsha will be a hybrid support / DPS similar to Topaz. They'll be able to buff allies in some way or another, while also dishing out damage and, killing enemies as well as doing the buffs. And it also looks like there will be some sort of follow-up attack in her kit. Now, if I was to suggest some teams or characters that would go with Lingsha, I don't really know, and it's a bit too soon to speculate, but Aventurine and Dr. Ratio if you want to do a full follow-up attack. Robin probably does go really well if she is a support / DPS like Topaz. Now, there were some leaks saying that her signature Light Cone might give break effect. So if you don't want to get her signature Light Cone, then What Is Real looks amazing. It increases the wearer's break effect by 24%. And it also restores HP for the wearer equal to 2% of max HP plus 800. So that still gives a bit of break effect. If you've got a superimposed 5, it gives 48, because I think it doubles the original. Quid Pro Quo is always a good one, just if you already have that leveled, you can slap that on her. But What Is Real will probably be a pretty good 4-star if you want to get that superimposed if possible. Post-up Conversation is also a very good one, especially if you have multiple copies, because it increases the energy regen and outgoing healing when they use the ultimate. And honestly, I have really no idea what relics she would use. Now, because she supports and attacks at the same time, you can't really go wrong with any sort of 2-piece that gives an attack % increase. If she does do follow-up attacks, then a 2-piece of the Ash Blazing could be great, but you would need to, have more information on her. Depending on how much break effect is actually used, then the Watchmaker could be a good set for her. Same with the Iron Cavalry set, and also the Windsoaring Valorous set. Now, if I was to give one set to farm for, then it would probably be this Cavern of Corrosion Path of Cavalier. We're not 100% sure on her kit, but she definitely benefits from attack and she will benefit from break effect. So it's a pretty safe bet to use the Path of Cavalier. And yeah, that's all the information we have. I hope this was helpful. If you've got any questions, then please leave a comment below and I'll try and get back to you. If this was helpful, again, a like and subscribe would be appreciated. I make videos like this on all the new characters, so if you think that's going to be useful in the future, then keep an eye out. And I hope you have a good rest of your night. See ya.